Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to A1 Hoop Zone. Back at y'all with another one, man. But before we jump into this, make sure you hit that like button, sub to the channel if you're new. Let's dive into this thing, man. So we got the Golden State Warriors sitting at 22 and 22 versus the 33 and 12 Boston Celtics. Rematch of last year's finals. Let's go ahead and dive into this thing, man. So last game, Warriors took that one. Um, Celtics are absolutely going to be looking to get some get back for sure. So don't be surprised at the intensity, and it's definitely going to be a playoff atmosphere type game. So don't be surprised by that. But also from an injury perspective of things, man, we'll start off with the Warriors. Jonathan Kuminga is going to be out. Jermichael Green is out. James Wiseman is out, and Andre Iguodala is also out. His injury, he got right hip soreness. You know, the old man got out there on the fast break dunk, man. So he's probably feeling it today, man. And I honestly also think they're trying to save him when he gets into the playoffs, man. Obviously, this is his last hoorah at this point, so they're trying to go ahead and limit his regular season play, keep him in shape and game shape, but definitely save him for the ultimate, you know, when it's all the marbles on the line kind of situation. For the Boston Celtics, Jaylen Brown is questionable with the right adductor. So he did practice, so it's a good sign. But I'm thinking with this one, since his question is going to be a game time decision, so keep an eye out for that. If you have in fantasy or any other, you know, slated options as far as pick'ems and whatnot, that's definitely going to be a huge imprint whether or not if he plays. So again, keep an eye out for that for a game time decision. Then Danilo Gallinari still out. He hasn't made his appearances of yet. But let's go ahead and dive into this, man. Again, this is going to be a great matchup. We're having a rematch of last year's finals. Both of these teams, great teams, and in their right. Obviously, the Celtics have a record that kind of backs it. And the Warriors, however, they obviously they've been dealt some major blows with Steph being out with his injuries. Clay also been in and out of the lineup. Draymond as well. And only kind of remaining factor also Wiggins has been in and out. So it's just more so been on Jordan Poole and the rest of the young guns to try and hold it together or do what they can to keep things afloat. However, you know they're right at 500. So I mean, I would say worst case scenario, that's where they would want to be. Obviously, they would obviously want to have a winning record. But again, being at 500 and being dealt with the hand they had to start the season off, I think they're right now that they're right where they would want to be at a worst case scenario. So I'm definitely going to see you're definitely going to see a turn of a new leaf when this team gets healthier on the tail end of the season. So keep an eye out for that. With the Celtics, man, they are you know they're keeping the same stride. They're taking every game as serious as possible, going out there and making sure that they're working on their game, so that way when it comes down to the big moment again, when the playoffs start, you know this team is right where they want to be as well. Position themselves to be either in the top three seeds in the NBA, in the Eastern Conference. So then that way, you know, obviously you can play the quote unquote lesser team, but also be able to get some rest in between there as well. Obviously the play-in situation is something where you're going to be playing more games, so they definitely want to avoid that. And is I would say being healthy is more so the main concern for the Boston Celtics, because we know what this team can do when they're healthy. They're one of the best teams in the NBA. But enough of that, man. Who do we have for the prediction on this one? Who do we have winning this one? Man, I'm rocking out with the Boston Celtics. Like I said, I think they're going to have a chip on their shoulder. They're going to come out to look to show this Warriors team. You guys dropped one. You guys dropped us. Handed us an L when we played y'all at the Chase Center, but we're going to return that same favor when we play you at the TD Garden. And I think that the Celtics are going to come out with that kind of intensity. I expect a huge game from Jason Tatum. He's coming into his own. You almost want to say he's in his prime, but yet he's not. He hasn't reached that point yet. He's still evolving his game and figuring out, you know, what he needs to do and how he needs to play and what works best for him as well. So again, man, something very keen to look out for again, and just watching him from an individual standpoint. The young man is coming. That's the only thing you can say is this young man is absolutely out here evolving his game and showing that he is one of the best scorers in this league, and he's not afraid on the defensive end as well. I think that would be the only thing right now, if you were to say what's the one thing he's kind of lacking, and that he's can focus on the thing and tidy up a little bit, will probably be the defensive end, and you can see that he's making a very conscious effort of that. So and the same thing with Jaylen Brown. You know, he's came leaps and bounds as well as far as from his game and what he was doing and what he's doing now. um, so very excited to see, these two young guns, man, what they can do, in years to come, man, with building more camaraderie and chemistry. Obviously, you got Brogdon there. That's going to be a veteran. That's going to play huge in a playoff situation as well. Marcus Smart still coming into his own. Al Horford, the old vet, still there. Robert Williams III, he's back. So you got your rim protector and rim runner. Again, man, this team is built. They're built to win, and they're built to play multifaceted of different ways. You know what I mean? They can win in different ways. So very excited to see, man. But that's all I got for y'all. I appreciate you stopping through. Make sure you hit that like button, sub to the channel if you're new. Leave a comment in the comment section. I'll be sure to respond to each and every one of y'all. And if you wish to support the channel, that information is scrolling at the bottom of the screen. It's also in the description of the video. Again, I appreciate you stopping through. And I'll catch you on another one, man.